You guys would have seen it before. It's this one here, how you've got one foot off and you're rolling along the ground. My left foot's gonna go on the deck and I'm gonna try and touch the very front of my toe. What happen is your other leg is gonna start kicking around everywhere. Now, I'm gonna give you guys some challenges and some steps on how to like progress with the hang five. Come over here. Right, Fusion Pro Scooters Pro Team, and in celebration. Get set. Alrighty guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Before this video gets started, please smash the thumbs up button and drop a comment down below. Now quick plug guys. I just want to show you guys the stickers outside. If you guys haven't copped a sticker pack, go ahead and cop one right now. We've got the Ride and Inspire sticker, check it out. They come in a pack of 8. Yeah, you can get a pack of 8, you get 2 of each sticker, so you can get 2 of the Ride and Inspire one. Here's the pink Gets It one, and then we've got the blue Cloud Gets It one, which I think is my favorite now. I think I'm digging this one the most, or the Juice Box one, guys. Also, before we jump into this video, let me know down below if you like and are digging the Juice Box t-shirt, and if you would like me to release them, and if you guys want one. So let me know. I love it. It's actually my favorite bit of merch. It is unreleased, obviously, but if you guys want it, let me know. Okay, so for today's video, what are we going to be doing? I'm going to be doing, or not doing, I'm going to be teaching you guys the hang five, and I'm going to be also issuing you a challenge. So for you guys that are stuck at home for 6 weeks, I want you guys to go outside and try learn the hang five in 6 weeks. I want to do a tutorial on this trick because it's one that you can learn at home. It's easy. You can spend 2 days or you can spend about 10 minutes on it every single day. I'm going to show you what you need to do, how to get your feet right. We're going to roll straight into a tutorial and I'll show you what it's all about, all right? But first things first, what is the hang five? Okay, the hang five is a front wheeled nose manual with 1 foot off. So you guys would have seen it before. It's this one here, how you've got 1 foot off and you're rolling along the ground like this. Okay, so I feel quite confident to teach a hang five because I am quite good at the hang five. I suck at back manuals on the back wheel, but I am happy to teach the hang five because I can do it for an extended period of time and I can nose manual quite well too. I've always been good on the front wheel. And I see a lot of young riders, especially people that I coach with, that can't do the hang five or are not really interested in learning it, but I suggest everyone learn the hang five nose manual. It will help you with balance. So what are we gonna need for this video? We're gonna need obviously a scooter, and I do suggest, this is my tip, is to find something with like a crack in the, like some sort of crack in the ground or a drain like this. So I'm gonna be using this drain on the ground today to demonstrate a few techniques and tips and tricks on how to actually do the hang five. This will help you a lot. So we're gonna start off straight away with like foot positioning. Like where do we have our foot when we're doing the hang five? We're gonna be going over foot positioning. You're either gonna use your left or right foot. I'm gonna use my left foot today. Now, when I first learnt this trick in 2012, we actually used to do it like this. So we used to have our foot on the head tube like this. Now, I'm not gonna teach you that way today, guys, because that's just dangerous. And we used to ride Razor Pros, and that's why I used to do it. But our perfect foot positioning, my left foot's gonna go on the deck, and I'm gonna try and touch the very front of my toe just on the head tube here. So right now I'm about a couple of millimeters away. I'm just gonna rest my big toe on the head tube with my foot perfectly straight. So when I lift up, I'll feel my toe touching the right side of the head tube like this. Okay, so that's our foot positioning. We're gonna be like that, nice and straight, nice and perfect against the deck. Not up like this, not back here. We're gonna be right here to start with. I can hang five with my foot back here too, but after a little while, you'll gain the skills to be able to do that too. So right here, that's step number 1. Okay guys, so the first tip, or tip number 1, or like hack number 1, or to do number 1, whatever you wanna call it, is this is what I wanna get you guys to do, okay? So to learn the nose manual, you can't go straight into it because you're gonna just go straight up over the bars, all right? You're gonna not know what to do. So I'm gonna tell you some things not to do as well as some things to do. Okay, first things first, when learning the hang five, you never lean back. And that's the scary part about a hang five. Most people will do this when they're trying to learn a hang five. They're gonna push their shoulders out, or their arms out like this, and they're gonna be leaning back, and they're gonna be trying to roll on their front wheel like this. And it probably looks heaps weird, doesn't it? Comment down below if this looks heaps weird, because I feel heaps weird doing it. So they're gonna be like this because they're so scared. So I'm gonna give you an example, and I'm gonna do a hang five leaning back and see if it works, all right? See, that's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. So you need to be confident in going over the bars. So I'm gonna show you the alignment, and I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks on how to get the alignment right. So what you're gonna wanna do is put your foot in the right foot position that we talked about before. And this is a practice step. These are called motions. You know, when I do tutorials, these are the motions that we're gonna go through, okay? So you're gonna put up, you're gonna push your wheel down like this or lift your wheel up. You're gonna step over your bars like this and you're gonna look down at your front wheel. Then after that, you're gonna go like this. I'll do it again. Head, chin over the bars. Chin has to be over the bars like this, looking down at your front wheel, foot's in the right position, and you're gonna scoot along like this. And you're just gonna do that. You're just gonna do that until that feels comfortable. Trick is, it's never gonna feel comfortable. It's always gonna feel weird. It always feels, what I'm trying to get you to do is be comfortable leaning over your scooter as well as being able to push with this foot, because this foot's actually gonna come in handy later on. So this foot is what actually keeps you balanced during the hang five. So if you can go up and go like this, go around in circles, keeping your chin over the bars, not leaning back, right in like this, that's gonna help. So once you guys get comfortable with that, it's gonna be much better. Okay, tip number 2, after you do that and you're comfortable doing that, you can take a few pushes. What I want you to try and do, there's 2 things you can go into. If that doesn't get comfortable, or when it does get comfortable, you can start taking your foot off the ground. So you'll go for a second, and you'll just come back and forward, 1 second, back down, 1 second, and then you'll slowly learn to use your other foot as balance. Now, if you have trouble with that step, guys, which some of you guys will, you're gonna have trouble just rolling along out of nowhere, okay? So this is where my hack comes in with the drain. So come over here. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to find either a crack on the ground or a drain. This drain's perfect. Something that you can lodge your front wheel into, okay? So what that's gonna do is gonna keep the scooter stable. Now, you can practice getting into the position, leaning up, and if your foot's stable, I want you guys to try and balance on the spot. So you're gonna sit there and you're gonna balance on the spot for as long, even like I can't even do it for very long, but it does help with balance. So you wanna go like that. And what will happen is your other leg is gonna start kicking around everywhere like this. It's gonna kick around, and you just wanna try and hold those positions for as long as possible. Now, I don't expect you to do this step for very long or be able to do this step for very long, as I can't either. But what it does is it trains your leg to find the balance point. A hang five is all about the balance point. The balance point is being in line, having your body in line with your front wheel. And when you get everything in line from the center of your head down your body and your chin's over the bars, not leaning back, you'll find a balance point, and it'll allow you to do this. To sit on the spot, that's my balance point right there. So it's hard to do it on the spot. It's easier when you've got movement, but that's mine. So when you kick up the hang five and you find your balance point, it's gonna take you a while to find your balance point, but you will. Finding your balance point, that's what the drain's for. That's gonna help you find the balance point. Also, this one here is gonna help you find the balance point as well. So I'm gonna give you a couple of examples on how to get into the hang five when you can. So the starting way to get into the hang five is, if you don't wanna lift up, you can lift up and you can take a push off. You can do it like that, or you can have 2 feet on, lift up, and go straight into the hang five. Now the hang five is actually quite easy once you find that balance point. You need to use those steps, tips and tricks to find the balance point though. Use the drain, do a lot of these motions here, and you should be sweet to find it all. So quick recap on the hang five, learning the hang five. I want you guys to learn the motion first. First comes a foot placement. Foot placement, we talked about that right in the middle there, okay? Step number 2, have your foot there, lift up, and we're gonna scoot along with our chin over the bars. Always over the bars. You wanna make, that's the biggest tip and trick with the hang five, is be confident in going over the bars. Now, the second thing is where to look. Obviously, we talked about looking down at the front wheel. So you can't look down at the front wheel when you're back here. So if you can't see your front wheel, guys, you're in the wrong position. You want to be over, arms tucked in, looking at the front wheel, scooting along. And then every 3rd step or so, you're going to kick off just for a second. So tip number 2, you're going to be scooting along, doing this. These are the motions. All right, now, Step number 3 was the drain. Find a drain, a crack in the ground, something that you can balance on. Just do that for like maybe 5 minutes, just finding your balance point there. When you think you've found your balance point, take it straight to the concrete. All right, now I'm gonna give you guys some challenges and some steps on how to like progress with the hang 5. Come over here. This is what I always do when I'm teaching like tail whips and stuff, is we use lines on the ground. So we've got lines on the ground and everywhere has these little squares on the ground. My squares in my driveway here are quite big, but the ones on the street are only about 1 meter long. So what you're gonna try to do once you learn the hang 5 is hang 5 from square to square. So I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna use this one here. Start from one line down. And then what you do is you go 2 lines, 3 lines. So your aim is to get 1 square every time. So I suggest if you got 6 weeks, try to do 1 square a week. You got 6 weeks in isolation, do 1 square a week, and then that's about 6 meters roughly, okay? So you'll be able to hang 5, 6 meters. By the time you can hang 5, 6 meters, guys, you'll be able to do it for as long as possible. The hang 5 is something that you can stay in for a very, very long time. As you see, Willie can do a whole skate park. I can stay in a hang 5 for a very long time. I can hang 5 down hills, up hills. It's such a great trick to have. And then of course you can learn the fakie hang 5. So there's lots of things that you can go into. I'm gonna give a quick demonstration of a long hang 5. I'm gonna do, to end this video, I'm gonna hang 5 from one side of my driveway all the way out onto the road, and you got to try follow me, all right? Up we go. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, I'm over the bars. I'm wobbling around a little bit, but that's normal. Oh, we're going over a big crack. That's all right, I still got it. Keep it going. All right, we're almost there. I'm coming to a stop. Oh, up to the crack. And see, so the hang 5 does actually take a lot of effort out of your arms. You'll find that your arms are they're very tight, very strong holding onto it. That was actually a pretty big hang 5 and really, really slow. But as you can see, it's a really cool trick to learn. You can hang 5 everywhere when you're riding your scooter. The best thing about this trick, guys, and the reason I wanted to teach you this trick today is because for the people in isolation, when you're walking with your parents or just going on a scoot, I just want you to use these squares. Like come out here, like these squares here, these ones are smaller, just 1 meter long, and you just want to get these squares square to square. It gives you something to aim for, gives you something to learn. And I'll issue a challenge to anyone at the end of the 6 weeks that can hang 5 longer than me. I'll give 10 free stickers too. All right, so if you send me a video hang 5ing longer than me, I'll give you a free sticker pack. All right, I will put out a hang 5 maybe in a week or so. I'm gonna get April in the car to follow me, and I'm gonna do the longest hang 5 I can on the road. I'm just gonna scoot really fast and just hang 5 for like maybe like 5 minutes, and if you guys can like beat that, you get a free sticker pack. Anyway guys, I hope this tutorial helped you learn the hang 5. I know it's a really weird thing to teach. I might do a part 2 on it if you have any other questions, but go out there, use the tips and tricks that I've taught you, and let's see if you can learn a hang 5. And if anyone does learn the hang 5, please send me through the videos. I would love to see it. Head over to jeremymarin.com, pick up a sticker pack, get yourself a shirt if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next video.